It's time for Big Jerry's Truck Stop.
Break a one. Pull up that 100-mile coffee. Put her on cruise control. Sit back and let's have a little fun for the next 3 hours as I play the best trucking and highway tunes of all time right here at the Truck Stop. Ricky Skaggs going to kick her off, and he's got those Highway 40 blues here at the Truck Stop.
Well, these Highway 40 blues, I've walked holes in both my shoes. Counted the days since I've been gone, and I'd love to see the lights of home. Wasted time and money too, squandered youth in search of truth. But in the end I had to lose. Lord above paid my dues. Got the Highway 40 blues. The highway car when I was young told me lies of things to come. Fame and fortune lies ahead. It's what the billboard like to say. Shattered dreams, my mind is numb. My money's gone, stick out my thumb. My eyes are filled with bitter tears. Lord, I ain't been home in years. Got the Highway 40 blues. Girls, I have to say, but none of them could make me stay. Well, I've played the music halls and bars, had fancy clothes and big fine cars, things a country boy can't use. Dixieland sure miss you. Got the Highway 40 blues. Driving man, when she poured my coffee, she held my hand. She said, now I know what I want to do. I want to leave this one-horse town to run away with you. Said I got all my belongings in a sack, and that shaky lean-to out there in the back. When it rains, it leaks like a sieve. That ain't no place for a good-looking woman to live. She said, I want to be a truck driver's girl. I want a man who can show me around the world. When you need me, I'll be by your side, and I will see that you enjoy the ride. I want to hear those slapping time to this love song that's running through my mind. Why don't we give it a whirl? I wanna be a truck driver's girl. Wake up, girl, Las Vegas, straight ahead. We'll trade this backseat sleeper for a king-size bed. But the first thing we're gonna do is tie the knot. 'Cause baby, I'm holding on to what I got. I'm the luckiest man in the whole human race. We got 6 little truckers and they're running all over the place. Every night she rings my mobile phone and sings a little bit of this truck driving song. I wanna be a truck driver's girl. I want a man who can show me around the world. When you need me, I'll be by your side. I will see that you enjoy the ride. I want to hear those windshield wipers slapping time to this love song that keeps running through my mind. So glad that we gave it a whirl. I want to be a truck driver's girl. So glad that we give it a whirl. And I'm still glad to be a truck driver's girl.
Let's go trucking.
Hey driver, drive her down the road to your destination. Drop off that load, keep a bare pit, we'll come back and do her again. Whether Peterbilt or a Western Star, Freightliner International, or big old Ford, a White or a Mack or a Kenworth, keep pushing wind. Hey driver, hey northbound about 113, there were bears around. A four-wheeler got lucky, took his picture, and they give him the prize. Well, I appreciate it, but from my back door, you look clear back to 74, where I seen a local yokel pull a gator off your side. Day in, day out, same old, same old. That's the life you lead if you lead life on the road. Day in, day out, same old, same old. That's the life you lead when you lead life on the road. Eastbound, there's a DOT. He's got his hammer down. He's advertising. Man, he's a looking mean. Well, I appreciate it. That's a big 10-4. But I've been down his road before. I keep a logbook on my dash and one under my seat. Now, driver, here's my stop, and I'll get to you on the flip-flop. You keep her safe. I'll try to do the same. Well, I copied that right back at you. When you're this way, I'll try to catch you. We'll do a brew, and I'll even let you pay. Hey, hey, day in, day out, same old, same old. That's the life you lead if you lead life on the road. Day in, day out, same old, same old. That's the life you lead when you lead life on the road. That's the life you lead when you lead life on the road. Mercy, mercy, you got the troubadour, and I'm mad to hear y'all.
24/7, living 18-wheelers life. But I have a home away from home, when I park my rig at night. Inside this fancy truck stop, I have everything I need. From headache pills to aftershave to something good to eat. Monday nights are special, we watch football on TV. The standing bed, of course, is always losers by the dreams. But then we head out to the game room, rack the billiard balls and chalk. The odd man out for quarters to find out who will feed the jukebox. My zip code is my Peterbilt, no matter where we are. This truck stop is my home, away from home when she is parked. The waitress gives me good advice, she earned her PhD by psychoanalyzing highway drivers just like me. I'm needing petrol, I can find it around the clock. And when I'm out of hours, I'm at home each time I stop. I go in and get a shower, have a burger, Coke, and fries, and do my best to take the waitress for a moonlight drive. My zip code is my Peterbilt, no matter where we are. This truck stop is my home, away from home when she is parked. The waitress gives me good advice, she earned her PhD by psychoanalyzing highway drivers just like me. My zip code is my Peterbilt, no matter where we are. This truck stop is my home, away from home when she is parked. The waitress gives me good advice, she earned her PhD by psychoanalyzing highway drivers just like me. By psychoanalyzing highway drivers just like me. Just like me.
Oh, yeah, Glenn Martin. Home away from home. Ain't it the truth? Ain't it the truth? Dale Watson, hey, driver. How you doing out there tonight? Hey, Andy. Del Reeves, truck driver's girl. And Ricky Skaggs kicking her off here tonight at the truck stop. Highway 40 Blues. Where is Highway 40? Is there one in Maine? I got to get on the map. I got to check that out. But anyway, there is a Highway 40, and he's got the blues. 113 here at the truck stop. I don't have the blues. I'm playing the best trucking and highway tunes of all time right here at the truck stop and loving it. 114. And my next song here is a gentleman from Searsport has called me last couple weeks and requested this song, and I could not find it. And he, wonderful enough, sent me a copy. Mr. Frost down in Searsport sent me this song. And I'm finally, Mr. Frost, going to send it out to you. I have Carl Smith and Lost It on the Road right here at the truck stop.
I could smell the coffee brewing as I walked up on the porch, and Mama singing in the sweet by and by. And I thought that I'd sneak in on her and give her a surprise, but she caught me from the corner of her eye, and with her arms around me saying, son, it's good to see you again. Well, boy, your hands all calloused. What kind of work have you been in? What happened to that coal black hair? Do I see some gray slipping in? Well, I lost it on the road, Mama, on a ranch out in Beard, Montana. Lost it on the road, Mama, in a field out in Wichita Falls. My face wind burned, my back all tan. Out there on the road your boy became a man. Don't rightly know just where I lost it, Mama, I just lost it on the road. box says my papa's shelling corn to feed the stock. He said, howdy boy, gee, it's good to see you. Been a long time, you've been gone. Looks like time slipped up and caught you sitting somewhere. Well, boy, there's some line on your face that I ain't never seen there. What happened to that boy's grin and that unruly hand? I just lost it on the road, Papa, in a town somewhere down around Dallas. Lost it on the road, Papa, in a warehouse down in New Orleans. I looked up at the man and I'm all covered up with sweat, and he said, get on it, boy, you know you can't quit yet. Don't rightly know just where I lost it. I just lost it on the road. Lost it on the road.
Well, Interstate 80, we was cutting the fog, just me and old Sloan. Old Sloan's my dog. We had a 18-wheeler with 10 on the floor and stereo, laying a strip. And then we spied a sign that says eat gas now. We decided to whip in and pick up some chow at the old home filler up and keep on a truckin' cafe.
Oh, the old home filler up and keep on a truckin'. Oh, the old home filler up.
Looking for Mavis.
The old home filler up and keep on a truckin' cafe.
Now, I've been every place between here and South Sioux, and we've seen us a truck stop waitress or two, but this gal's built like a burlap bag full of bobcats. She's got it together. Well, she filled my tank. I said, thank you, honey. Name was Mavis. I gave her the money. Old Sloan just sat there watching and wagging and wishing. I says, you wait in the truck, boy. Then I went inside. She says, what'll it be? It says a cup of your best and a number 3. She come back with an order to go and a quart of hot C and a bone for Sloan. I said, much obliged. Old Sloan give a bark. I left her a buck and he left his heart at the old home filler up and keep on a truckin' cafe.
Oh, the old home filler up and keep on a truckin'. Oh, the old home filler up and keep on a truckin'. Oh, the old home filler up and keep on a truckin' cafe.
Well, Saturday night, and we was trucking along. Yeah, me and old Sloan was getting it on. I said, Sloan, I've been thinking on getting up my courage, and tonight's the night. Well, I popped the clutch, gave tranny a spin, took the BB Town ramp, and slid on in to the old home filler up and keep on a truckin' cafe.
Oh, the old home filler up and keep on a truckin'. Oh, the old home filler up.
It never closes.
The old home filler up and keep on a truckin' cafe.
Well, I got my stool, took a load off my shoes, made Mavis an offer that she couldn't refuse. I says, how'd you like to go for a ride with me and old Sloan? I just had my truck washed. She allowed us out. It sounded like a whole lot of fun, but we was going to have to wait until the dishes was done. And was it all right with me if she brought along her mother as a chaperone? I said, why not? Well, we geared that tranny into super low, and the 4 of us went to see a picture show. Yeah, I took him to the drive-in theater over by Pisgah to see True Grit. Saw the late show. Old Sloan hit the sack, and then along about 2 o'clock I hauled him on back to the old home filler up and keep on a truckin' cafe.
Oh, the old home filler up and keep on a truckin'. Oh, the old home filler up and keep on a truckin'. Oh, the old home filler up and keep on a truckin' cafe.
8 stools and a promise.
Oh, the old home filler up and keep on a truckin'. Oh, the old home filler up and keep on a truckin'. Oh, the old home filler up and keep on a truckin' cafe.
They got a real nice place there.
Standing toe to toe, we'll put you in the bed. He said, now hit and run, boy, dash into the night. Learn to hit and run, you'll never lose a fight. Well, my mama and daddy, they raised me good. I know about doing just right, but I get drunk every now and again, end up picking a fight. With my eyes won't shut and my face turned blue, you think I've seen the light. But a good-looking woman gets a hold of me, the whiskey dims my sight. I know I'm not big, I'm only 5'10". I'm barely skin and bones and a toothless grin, but I fight anywhere, or any place. I get the first punch, it's now a foot race. Hit and run, son, that's what my daddy said. Standing toe to toe, we'll put you in the bed. He said, now hit and run, boy, dash into the night. Learn to hit and run, you'll never lose a fight. I'm only 5'10". I'm barely skin and bones and a toothless grin, but I'll fight anywhere or any place. I get the first punch, it's now a foot race. Well, I pulled out of town on a Saturday night. I was headed for the hayride dance. I had a 6-pack of beer, a quart of moonshine, my favorite overall pants. I was dancing with my baby on the sawdust floor, swinging to a honky-tonk band. When a big old fella about 235 stepped in and asked her hand. Hit and run, son, that's what my daddy said. Standing toe to toe, we'll put you in the bed. He said, now hit and run, boy, dash into the night. Learn to hit and run, you'll never lose a fight. Hit and run, son, that's what my daddy said. Standing toe to toe, we'll put you in the bed. He said, now hit and run, boy, dash into the night. Learn to hit and run, you'll never lose a fight.
Want to scratch my itch, sweet Annie Ridge, and welcome me back to town. Come out on your porch or step into your parlor, and I'll tell you how it all went down. Out with the truckers and the kickers and the cowboy angels, and a good saloon in every single town. Oh, and I remembered something you once told me, and I'll be damned if it did not come true. 20,000 roads I went down, 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 and they all led me straight back home to you. 'Cause I headed west to grow up with the country, across those prairies with those waves of grain. I saw my devil, and I saw my deep blue sea, and I thought about a calico bonnet from Cheyenne to Tennessee. We flew straight across that river bridge last night, 2:30. Switchman waved his lantern goodbye and good day as we went rolling through. Billboards and truck stops passed by the grievous angel. Now I know just what I have to do. Pick it for me, James. Take my money for something that I've never been shown. And I saw my devil, and I saw my deep blue sea, and I thought about a calico bonnet from Cheyenne to Tennessee. The news I could bring, I met up with a king on his head an amphetamine crown. Talked about unbuckling that old Bible belt and light it out for some desert town. Out with the truckers and the kickers and the cowboy angels, and a good saloon in every single town. Oh, but I remembered something you once told me, and I'll be damned if it did not come true. 20,000 roads I went down, 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 and they all led me straight back home to you. 20,000 roads I went down, 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 and they all led me straight back home to you.
She tried to hide it by the faded denim clothes she wore, but I knew she'd never been inside a bar before. And I felt like a peasant who just had met a queen, and she knew I saw right through her tight-fitting jeans. I asked her, what's a woman like you doing here? I see you used to champagne, but I'll buy you a beer. She said, you've got me figured out, but I'm not what I seem. And for a dance, I'll tell you about these tight-fitting jeans. She said, I've married money, I'm used to wearing pearls, but I've always dreamed of being just a good old boy's girl. So tonight I left those crystal candlelights to live a dream. And partner, there's a tiger in these tight-fitting jeans. We danced every dance, and Lord, the beer that we went through, I'm satisfied I did my best to make her dream come true. As she played out her fantasy before my eyes, it seemed a cowgirl came alive inside those tight-fitting jeans. In my mind, she's still a lady, that's all I'm gonna say. I knew that I'd been broken by the time we parted ways, and I know I held more woman than most eyes have ever seen. That night I knew a lady wearing tight-fitting jeans. Well, now she's back in her world, and I'm still stuck in mine, but I know I'll always remember the time a cowboy once had a millionaire's dream. And Lord, I love that lady wearing tight-fitting jeans.
Oh, Conway Twitty, those tight-fitting jeans. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love Conway Twitty. Send that by special request down to Mr. Frost down there in Searsport. Wanted to hear some Conway. So did I. Yeah, I haven't heard Conway in a while. We got Graham Parsons, Grievous Angel, singing about, and Truckstop Preachers, Hit and Run. That's the best way to fight, I guess, hit and run. Carl Smith, Lost It on the Road. Thank you again, Mr. Frost, for sending that compilation up to me. I now have Carl Smith, yes, and C.W. McCall back there. Old home, fill her up and keep on a truckin' cafe. I think that's out in Iowa. I think that's where C.W. McCall is from, I think, out in Iowa way. Somewhere out there. Anyway, don't know where I am. 1:31 here at the truck stop. Big Jerry here. And I forgot to mention when I did the weather forecast, this past Thursday was the birthday of Dave Dudley. Yeah, Big Dave himself. He would have been 81 years old if he was still with us. And about 2:45, in about 45 minutes, I'm going to do a tribute to Dave Dudley for about 15 minutes, leading me up to Road Rock 30. So we can't forget Dave Dudley's birthday. It was May 3rd, 1926, Dave was born, and it was this past Thursday, and we're going to celebrate it here a little late at the truck stop, but we're going to do it anyway, because I want to. About 2:45, we're going to do that, okay? All right, how about a truck stop tidbit? We'll check this out. Henry Mora was convinced there was gold in the earth in his backyard. Okay, which is why he kept digging until he had a hole 60 feet deep. The 63-year-old semi-retired musician from Montclair, California, says he was motivated to keep digging because his electronic gold detector was squawking like crazy. It just kept beeping, so Mora just kept digging. He might still be digging, but the local fire department heard what he was doing and put a stop to it, ordering him to hire a company to fill in the hole. Well, you know what? Why don't he just put in a whole new septic tank, yeah? He's got the hole. Just go buy the tank. Don't fill it in. You realize how much it cost him to dig a hole for a septic tank? Well, anyway. What a maroon. 1:32 here at the truck stop. Big Jerry here, playing the best trucking and highway tunes of all time. But you'll just keep on rolling. I've got, and I want to dedicate this song, Kentucky Derby's tomorrow, okay? I don't give a darn about the Kentucky Derby at all, but I want to play this song for all you people who love the Kentucky Derby. Here's Bobby Bear.
Why did I hurt that woman? She never done me wrong. I ran away and left her for a red hit and a song. I got no brains, I got no sense, I never had no class. I'm going back to Texas and be one more horse's ass. Yeah, I'm going back to Texas and be one more horse's ass. I used to be your stallion, but that's all in the past. So face the tail on my nose and point me toward the grass. I'm going back to Texas and be one more horse's ass. And I won't run in the mud. I'm over age for racing, and I'm overweight for stud. Well, I can dance, and I can fight, and throw a whiskey glass. I'm going back to Texas and be one more horse's ass. Yeah, I'm going back to Texas and be one more horse's ass. I used to be your stallion, but that's all in the past. So place the tail on my nose and point me toward the grass. I'm going back to Texas and be one more horse's ass. But that's all in the past. So place the tail on my nose, point me toward the grass. I'm going back to Texas and be one more horse's ass. Get it, baby.
was it fell by the way when whiskey and blood ran together. Did you hear anyone pray? I didn't hear nobody pray, dear brother. I didn't hear nobody pray. I heard the crash on the highway, but I didn't hear nobody pray. When I heard the crash on the highway, I knew what it was from the start. I went to the scene of destruction, and the picture was stamped on my heart. The whiskey and blood ran together, mixed with the glass where they lay. Death laid her hand in destruction, but I didn't hear nobody pray. I didn't hear nobody pray, dear brother. I didn't hear nobody pray. I heard the crash on the highway, but I didn't hear nobody pray. I could change this sad story that I am now telling you, but there is no way I can change it, for somebody's life is now through. Their soul has been called by the Master. They died in a crash on the way. I heard of the dying, but I didn't hear nobody pray. I didn't hear nobody pray, dear brother. I didn't hear nobody pray. I heard the crash on the highway, but I didn't hear nobody pray.
Hi, y'all, this is Dale Watson with the best trucking and highway tunes on the planet. Look no further, because you got Big Jerry on the Truck Stop.
I was trucking down I-65 when I came upon this sight. Smokestacks blowing smoke and fire there in the black of night. Crashed in this ravine was this big machine. I just knew the driver was dead when suddenly came on my CB a voice. Here's what he said. Breaker, 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 I'm going to meet the maker. I'm headed for that big truck stop in the sky. My earthly days are over. I'll lay in fields of clover, dead heading for the maker. Breaker, breaker, breaker. I've made my way from Tampa Bay to the streets of Birmingham, on up to St. Louis and all across this land. It's been nice to live my life out here on the road. Tell my wife I love her, but it's time for me to go. Breaker, 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 I'm going to meet the maker. I'm headed for that big truck stop in the sky. My earthly days are over. I'll lay in fields of clover, dead heading for the maker. Breaker, breaker, breaker. I'll find finally meet St. Peter, Bill, I'll finally meet St. Mac. 'Cause once you cross over, there ain't no turning back. I'll say hello to old Big Joe and Fennel 309. Then shout hallelujah with my good friend Red Sylvan. Breaker, 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 I'm going to meet the maker. I'm headed for that big truck stop in the sky. My earthly days are over, I'll lay in fields of clover, dead heading for the maker. Breaker, 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 dead heading for the maker. Breaker, 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 dead heading for the maker. Breaker, breaker, breaker.
Yes, I'm a trucker and I love to roll this rig. This white freight liner sure can dig. It's sure faithful to me all of the time. She keeps me rolling right down the line. Blues like all truckers do, but I'm a trucker and soon I'll pull through. Those 18 wheels sing my blues away, so faithful in me and the highway. Gonna roll into Detroit and up to the docks, unload this 40-footer, then load it back. 6 days on the road and one more to go. Gonna see my baby at the end of the road. This big rig is rolling and I'm headed for home. Pretty soon I'll be back in my baby's arms. Old Faithful is the name of this rig of mine. Yes, I'm happy to be a trucker rolling down the line.
Stolen. Then I tell her to get dressed, high heels, Sunday best, big surprise, lots of fun. She thinks we're going to a party. Then we go bowling. Ooh, I'm driving my wife away. She can't take another day of me. Ooh, I'm driving my wife away. Didn't want her anyway. Well, a truck stop cutie coming on to me. Wife's along getting mad, she don't think it's very funny. Still I keep flirting. Then she got real hyper, slapped me on the temple, told me I could stay if I wanted to, but she was gonna go. My face is still hurting. Ooh, I'm driving my wife away. She can't take another day of me. Ooh, I'm driving my wife away. Didn't want her anyway.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's Rugged Rob Scramble.
this stuff cramps my style. Broke down on the side of the road. Thousand flies are buzzing, sitting, spitting and cussing, sitting on top of our load. If I ever get out of this hole, if I ever get down the road, I got 42 miles to go. 5:30 in the evening, mechanic phone ringing. Is he ever gonna fix our ride? Well, you know that I ain't bitching, but bad news is all I'm getting. I just need a little look on my side. If I ever get out of this hole, if I ever get down the road, I got 42 miles to go. Well, that fire siren screaming, still I'm not believing that much goes on in this town. Well, you know, if I had my chance, I'd do a chicken dance after I watched it burn to the ground. If I ever get out of this hole, if I ever get down the road, I got 42 miles to go. I got 42 miles to go. I got 42 miles to go.
Oh, Cross Canadian Ragweed. That's her name. Cross Canadian Ragweed. 42 miles. Pinkerton Bowden back there driving my wife away. Wouldn't you like to? Don't answer that. Especially if your wife's in the same room. Let me see. Joy Holiday. Breaker, breaker, breaker. I'm going to meet my maker. Yes, we all are. Jimmy Bryant. I'm a trucker. Bobby Bear. One more horse's ass. Send that out to all you Kentucky Derbies. And who else? We had Conway Twitty back there. Tight-fitting jeans. 150 here at the truck stop. Big Jerry. I'm not wearing my tight-fitting jeans, but, well, every pair of pants I wear are tight-fitting lately. 151 here at the truck stop. I'm just going to keep on rolling till the top of the hour. Speaking of Dave Dudley, I got a Dave Dudley classic done by the Lords of the Highway and 6 Days on the Road. Their version here at the truck stop.
I got my diesel wound up and diesel running like never before. Oh, I'm driving all through the night. Now damn if I don't get there tonight. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. I'm taking 4 gears and a Georgia 4 drive. I'm taking little white pills and my eyes are open wide. When I pass the Jimmy and White, I can pass everything inside. Since I kissed my baby goodbye, 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 goodbye. Well, I can have a lot of women, but I'm not like some of the guys. And I can find one to hold me tight, but I can never make my limits all right. 6 days on the road, and I'm gonna make it home tonight.
Georgia, the highway, 6 days on the road. Their version. How about that? 154, and Big Jerry's Truck Stop wants to salute all the truck stops across North America and all around the world. But tonight we want to salute, Big Jerry's Truck Stop wants to salute all the Uncle Willie's truck stops down in Delaware, in Millsboro, Selbyville, Bridgeville, and Felton, Delaware. Let's salute Uncle Willie's. Oh, yes. Come on back for more of the best trucking and highway tunes of all time right here at the Truck Stop. I'm going to have Ray Stevens take us up to the top of the hour. And Dudley Do-Right, look out.
They call him Dudley Do-Right, but that's not his real name. The toughest highway cop from California to Maine. He hides back in the bushes with the latest radar. He'll take your picture, then he'll catch you in his modified car. His heart's hard as concrete, and his blood is ice cold. He's Dudley Do-Right of the Highway Patrol. He'll pull up behind you in that fast modified car and walk up to you and hook both thumbs over that black hand tool leather pistol belt and look down at you from behind them cool hand Luke man with no eyes, sunglasses, and say, clocked you back there at 57.5 miles an hour. Yeah, did. Yes, you know you in a heap of trouble, don't you, boy? He rides a big old Harley, got a Mustang GT, and a Bell helicopter hidden in the pine trees. If he catches you for speeding, it's 10 years to life. And if you protest, he takes your firstborn child, your house, and your wife. Well, let me see your license there, boy. You do have a license, don't you, boy? You want to just take it out of that there wallet there from me, boy? Well, looky here. What have we here? I was down in the Southland, late for a show. Had the pedal to the metal and a long way to go. Talking on the CB, had my fuzzbuster on. There was not a soul in sight, so I kept moving along. Looked in my mirror, and Lord bless my soul, there was Dudley Do-Right of the Highway Patrol. Well, look at what we got here. Mr. Raymond Stevenson. Oh, Ahab his own self. You want an autograph? Huh? Not exactly, son. My wife Ethel is saying to me the other night. You remember Ethel, don't you, boy? Ethel, that shameless hussy. She was saying to me, she said, Bubba, that's right, name's Bubba. And I just happened to be the lustered potentate of this here local shrine temple. Bubba, why do you suppose it is that Raymond Stevenson treats us so ugly on all his photograph records? And I said, I don't know. And I turned to my brother Clyde and his wife, Sister Bertha, and they said they didn't know neither. About that time, my nephew Harv Newland come in. I said, Harv, have you heard that Raymond Stevenson's latest meanness on a photograph record? He looked at me and said, yeah, I did. And Uncle Bubba, how you suppose it is that Raymond Stevenson knew I had a staple on my barber shop? Well, I guess you just better come on with me, boy. Old Deputy Coy has got a bone or two he'd like to pick with you his own self. Guess everything ain't so dead burn beautiful right now, is it, huh? They call him Dudley Do-Right, but that's not his real name. The toughest highway cop from California to Maine. He hides back in the bushes with the latest radar. He'll take your picture, then he'll catch you in his modified car. His heart's hard as concrete, and his blood is ice cold. He's Dudley Do-Right of the Highway Patrol.
Roll on, Big Mama.
Hi there, I'm Tommy Dean.
And I'm Doc Morrow, the host of Down Home Country.
Reminding you you're listening to the best in trucking and highway tunes.
With Big Jerry on Big Jerry's Truck Stop.
It's all happening right here. Stay tuned.
Tom lets her breathe. From the top of the hill on the home place, I once had the perfect view of the house, the barn, and the river that ran through the good life I knew. But behind my back I heard distant rumble, and curious I just had to see. Little did I know what was waiting as I listened to a voice calling me. That's when I heard the highway asking me if I would like to ride. That's when I heard the highway, and I didn't even stop to say goodbye. The road led me on to many cities where I'd get my hopes up high, that I would find a great job and a woman to share the good things in life. But my heart would grow restless and I'd wander. I couldn't find a job that I could hold, and the woman that I loved couldn't stop me when I heard that voice say it's time to go. And that's when I heard the highway asking me if I would like to ride. That's when I heard the highway, and I didn't even stop to say goodbye. My folks sold the farm, they live in town now, and it all seems a little sad to me. Sometimes I climb up on that hilltop and wonder how I ever came to leave. But that's when I heard the highway asking me if I would like to ride. That's when I heard the highway, and I didn't even stop to say goodbye. That's when I heard the highway, I didn't even stop to say goodbye.
I flew west on a silver plane. My family can't kid me anymore. They never really liked my songs before. Now I'm all grown up and I'm a lonely man, and there's no one to sing for but the band. No, there's no one to sing for. They always say I'm singing grand, but if you listen close, you'll understand why there's no one to sing for but the band. spite of the way she felt. Family can't kid me anymore. They never really liked my songs before. Now I'm all grown up and I'm a lonely man. And there's no one to sing for but the band. No, there's no one to sing for but the band. They always say I'm singing grand, but if you listen close, you'll understand why there's no one to sing for but the band.
Well, you said you had enough. You said that you were leaving. I said, shove off, honey, baby. I ain't grieving. Pack your bags and pull out this evening. There's a wide open road. On Saturday morning, you were nowhere about, and so I searched the town, but you had done pulled out. I looked northeast and west, and then leading south, I saw a wide open road. There's a wide open road. It's leading south from my abode. If you stick around and turn your damper down, there's a wide open road. Looking for you all over town was to tell you that your kitty cat is still around, and you left your wedding ring when you went down that wide open road. If you're gonna stay away, then honey, let me know how to cook hot biscuits, how to roll a dough. Everything's gone crazy since I told you to go down the wide open road. There's a wide open road, and honey, I want you to know you can look down south or you could turn back home, and there's a wide open road.
Smelling like diesel. I'm tired of dodging the scale. I'm tired of nothing to show for the miles, just the grease under my fingernail. Nights without sleep, sleeping alone, trying to keep it together on the telephone. Let me tell you, friend, it's a hell of a deal. The sound of loneliness is the hum of the wheels. Now it seems every mile I just get further behind. If I ain't broke down, I'm paying some damned old fine. But I remember when this rig was new and I was young. I was hard as a rock and she shined like the sun. I'm tired of smelling like diesel. I'm tired of dodging the scale. I'm tired of nothing to show for the miles, just the grease under my fingernails. I'm ready. It's like I'm stuck on that road with no wind inside. I've been saying I quit, but this time I might. I'm off in the ditch and I can't pull out. All of my faith has faded down. It's all I've ever known. It's all I've ever done. There's a job for a driver in town. I think they found him one. I walk in the door, I can tell there's no one home. The words on the table tell me what I already know. She said, I'm tired, you smelling like diesel. She said, I'm tired of you dodging the scale. She said, I'm tired of waiting for the touch of a man with grease under his fingernail.
Go truckin'.
Haggard's on the radio, singing about them big wheels moving on. And behind me there's a heavy load. It's gotta be in Denver before dawn. Sometimes I wonder as I look back and see that big old trailer in the mirror. Was this kind of life worth losing? All I left behind me through the years. But I'll keep jamming them gears for as long as I'm here. Another 1,000,000 miles ain't no big deal. And I'll give up driving this truck when they pry my stone cold fingers from the wheel. Staring out the windshield, I think about the times away from home. The children know how sad I feel, knowing what I've missed and now they're grown. But I can't quit, it's in my blood. Guess it'll take dying, and when I do, I'll leave it to my youngest son. He seems to want to fill his old man's shoes. But I'll keep jamming in gears for as long as I'm here. Another 1,000,000 miles ain't no big deal. And I'll give up driving this truck when they pry my stone cold fingers from the wheel. Yeah, I'll give up driving this truck when they pry my stone cold fingers from the wheel.
Martin, yeah, Big Rig Classic. Stone Cold Fingers. Johnny Cash, Wide Open Road. Kevin Deal Band, Diesel. And Bill Kirchen back there. I Heard the Highway. And Gary Mitchell, No One to Sing For But the Band. And Ray Stevens, top of the hour. Dudley Do Right, 2:16 here at the Truck Stop. Big Jerry here. And like I said earlier, last Thursday, May 3rd, was the birthday of cornerstone here at my truck stop, Dave Dudley, who would have been 81 if he was still with us. And we're going to celebrate for the next few minutes some of Dave's top 40 singles of all time. Born Darwin David Podurska on May 3rd, 1926 in Spencer, Wisconsin. Dave Dudley grew up in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, and received his first guitar from his dad when he was 11. Dave's first love was baseball and was with the Gainesville Owls when he tore a muscle in his pitching arm. While recovering, Dave dropped by WTMT in Wausau, Wisconsin, and then ended up hosting the Texas Stranger Show. Following a stint at KBOK in Waterloo, Iowa, Dave headed northeast in 1952 to KCHA in Charles City, Iowa. A year later, Dave formed the Dave Dudley Trio, which stayed together for 7 years. And from 1970, here's one of Dave's top 40 songs with Tom T. Hall, Day Drinking.
Hey, Dave, you know when we get home, we're really gonna catch it. What's our excuse this time?
Well, T will just tell him we're sitting up with a real sick friend of mine.
An amazing brain. You know, we just stopped there. But one short.
Here we are out on a binge.
Hey, we got no trouble.
Just doing our number. Day drinking again. Day drinking again. We're real good friends. Telling the waitress how we won the war. Day drinking some more.
Hey, you remember that time when we was in Pittsburgh? Oh man, she was a beautiful dream.
Yeah. You got smashed. Locked out in the hallway with nothing on but your BVD.
Didn't have to tell well. Hey, let's have a pizza.
Oh.
I'm starving to death.
We've been drinking since
9:30. Food is fattening.
Hotter than booze is happening. Day drinking again.
Dave, did you see that movie where this old gal took off all of her clothes?
No, I missed that. Was that on TV? I gotta spend more time at home.
Channel 3.
Oh.
Waitress, would you tell the guys in the band, play a song for me and my friend?
Hey, the great speckled bird
and a wild Irish blow. Day drinking again. Day drinking again.
We're real good friends.
Telling the waitress how we won a war. Day drinking some more. You know, we ought to go home. The neighborhood ladies are playing bridge with our wives.
Hey, we'll just stop by and sing them a song. I bet they'd be awful surprised.
I don't doubt it. Hey, we're out of money.
Well, give me a dime. I was sitting in the terminal waiting for my load when a greenhorn driver came in off of the road. I heard him tell that foreman, get my little pink slip. This run's too tough and I'm gonna quit. Now the foreman that day happened to be old Joe. Man, he was older than time. He said, son, how long you been driving this rig? You know, I drove all shapes, forms, fashion, and kind. Here you are worried about this one little trip. Why, I drove 1,000,000 miles and then some. He looked that greenhorn right in the eye and said, boy, there ain't no easy run now.
In life there's many hills to climb, and sometimes you'll get in a bind, but the day will come that'll bring you luck. Don't live too fast, just set your pace, and when it's over you'll win that race. So hang on, boys, keep on trucking. I was riding this 18-wheeler before they painted lines. Never made much money, cause I couldn't make no time. Used to be a running battle between old Smokey and me, but now I got a 6-foot Shakespeare, me and old CB. I got a cute little gal in every eastern town, from Boston to St. Louis. There's some that I don't even know, but I'm looking forward to, cause I like my women everywhere I go. So roll on big wheels, don't you roll so slow. Peggy Ann is a-waiting in Memphis, and Betty Lou in Maine. I got a good old gal in Knoxville, but man, I forgot her name, but not her figure. I remember that. Yeah, I'm a kiss-stealing, a wheeling-dealing, a truck-driving son of a gun.
Well, I pulled out of Pittsburgh, rolling down that eastern seaboard. I got my diesel wound up and she's a-running like I never before. There's a speed zone ahead, well, all right. I don't see a cop in sight. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. I got me 10 forward gears on a Georgia overdrive. I'm taking little white pills and my eyes are open wide. I just passed a Jimmy in a whine. I've been passing everything in sight. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. But it seems like a month since I kissed my baby goodbye. I could have a lot of women, but I'm not like some of the guys. I could find one to hold me tight, but I could never make believe it's alright. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. ICC is a checking on down the line. Well, I'm a little overweight and my logbook's way behind, but nothing bothers me tonight. I can dodge all the scales all right. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. Well, my rig's a little old, but that don't mean she's slow. There's a flame from her stack and that smoke's a-blowing black as coal. My hometown's a-coming in sight. If you think I'm happy, you're right. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight.